Tech layoffs are showing no sign of slowing down in 2023. Meta is reportedly announcing more job cuts today as it looks to restructure teams and move towards Mark Zuckerberg's goal of being more efficient. This is all according to Bloomberg. So what should we expect and from where? Yahoo Finance's anchor Diane King Hall joins us now for the conversation. Welcome, Diane.
Thank you.
So what do we know about these layoffs?
So we know that the hatchet is really coming to the workforce at Meta. I mean, and this is going to cut across all of its brands. We're talking about Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Reality Labs. So thousands of jobs really set to be on the chopping block. We know this according to Bloomberg so far. We know that Zuckerberg already had a plan for cutting thousands of jobs. We saw cuts of about 13% of its workforce late last year, 11,000 jobs there. So this is expected to round the corner and turn up to around 21,000 is what we're anticipating from what we've seen. And we know this is just really hitting the tech sector in general, these job cuts. We're just seeing the hatchet come across the board at many companies. I mean, we're talking more than 170,000 tech sector jobs across the industry being cut since the start of 2023. 2023 already outclipping 2022 in terms of layoffs that we've seen in that industry. It's really getting hit hard. We know this is an industry that has been really bludgeoned as tech redundancies increase. Last year, we saw about a little over 150,000 job cuts in the sector. So it's really getting hit hard. And we knew Zuckerberg was going to be doing this, but now coming down. We have reached out to Meta for comment, but we haven't heard back yet.
Can we bring back up that graphic of the bubbles? Because I thought that was really fascinating, right? Because these are all big numbers that we keep talking about. But proportionally, and I want it to be up for a second because it takes a minute to wrap your head around this particular graphic. So Meta there in the middle with 21,000, but it's a much higher proportion of its workforce than an Amazon, which has an enormous workforce, right? Or even a Google, which I think is interesting. It's also interesting that it's coming in part in Reality Labs, right? Because that is something that Zuckerberg had emphasized so heavily.
Right.
And investors
the future is now kind
exactly.
of investors were like, no way, we're not interested in this.
So I mean, it sounded
it sounded neat at first, but now he's having to dial it back like much of the tech sector in general. And so, kind of go back to its bread and butter in terms of the social networks, et cetera, even though the hatchet's coming there too. So, so we know some people are probably watching and hearing about this now. It's like, hang on a second, is my job affected?
Yeah.
Right.
And I think those folks at Meta are working from home today as they wait for the No, seriously,
I
heard a report this morning that they were told to work from home as they awaited news on this.
Right.
Diane,
yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.